and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot and to this reading, which is a reading on either the Cat Collective, from the Cat Collective, channeling the Cat Collective, or from your cat if you have a cat, or both. So take a look at the three piles. We've got this cat toy right here, the green one. We've got the one that makes a squeaking sound, that's pile number 2. And then we've got pile number 3. So pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So you can pause the video if you want, and when you made your selection, you can come back, and then we'll get into pile number 1, 2, and 3. All right. So hello, pile number 1. Let's see what the Cat Collective, the message the Cat Collective has for us. So pile number 1. Okay, we've got the Magician, the Four of Swords in reversed, Page of Wands, King of Wands, the Magician again. Wow, the Magician twice. That's quite profound. Oop, my cat took the cat toy, but that's okay. From the third pile. So we've got the Empress. We've got the Empress. We've got become a clear channel. So that's maybe what this is about, instinct, and some other card. But we'll first start with the, let's see, we've got the Magician upright and the Magician in reverse. Ooh, just let me, I'm just going to grab the cat toy. I don't think she saw where it went. So we start with the Magician and the upright, and then the Magician in reverse. So my sense that somewhere along life you felt like you lost your power. Your sense of power was in some way taken away from you. You had it, and then you lost it for some reason. It could have been, we've got the Page of Wands. It could have been as a child, because we've got the Page of Wands, and you know the Page of Wands is a very fiery, passionate child. Interesting. We've got the King of Wands, so somehow you've got two wand in energy, like lots of power energy. Somehow it was taken away from you, your sense of power. So the Cat Collective is saying that the most important thing for you right now is to feel that you get your power back, because the Magician in his upright form, it's the first card, and he's got all the tools on his table. He can do whatever he wants. He feels a strong sense of inner power, and my sense is because of this sense of power, there's a sense of you've kind of rested, you've kind of taken a time apart from something. You were in some way out of commission from sort of society, or you chose to sort of go on a meditative journey to sort of regain your power back. And the guides, or the Cat Collective, is saying that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They see that you are trying to get back to your center again, and trying to get back to your inner power. But they see you very much getting back to that soon. Like they think it's very important that you get back to that soon, because you're very needed in this timeline. You're very essential to this timeline. So they're like, the faster that you can turn both these magicians the right side up, you can see they're fully in their power, the better. And I heard the words, everything is available to you. And that brings me to the Empress, because the Empress in your reading has been reversed. So there's a sense of feeling deprival and lack. And I see this image of a cat saying, we as cats, we think that everything is available to us. That's just our attitude. We have a strong sense of power. We have a strong sense of confidence. So that's the kind of mindset. You need to grow within you. You see, we've got the Empress reversed, which is connotes, kind of a disconnection from abundance. But upright, she's very abundant. So it's a sense of creating in yourself a feeling of abundance. Because you'll notice that it's a feeling that has to come from within. Because yes, the outward stuff is, creations are very important. Yes, they can precipitate a a positive a positive mindset, but or they can, what's going on outside can affect what's happening inside, but they're saying it's very important that you change your mindset, because if you don't, nothing outside will be enough. So they're asking you to sort of embody the cat energy of there is enough. I'm absolutely deserving of the riches in the universe, because cats they almost always have that attitude. They have, even street cats, who are in a state, someone would argue that they're in a state of deprival. A lot of them still have that attitude. So the cat collective, or your cat if you have one, is saying that they want you to embody that energy of absolute abundance. Everything is there for me. I am connected to the universe. I'm luxury. Like, why wouldn't I have everything that I need? Why wouldn't I have everything that I need in my life? So, and also, it's interesting, they say, mercy, we've got this card right here. It says, blessed are the merciful, so they shall obtain mercy. Mercy is a rare word, one hardly spoken. What are merciful actions? Not judging another, speaking with kind words, thinking compassionate thoughts about others. May acts of mercy come your way. Like, you may feel that there's been people in your life that have been almost cold to you, maybe like the King of Wands reversed, because he can be quite, reversed. He's not really a a good character reversed. Like, he very much, he can be very, he's not exactly merciful. So they're saying you deserve kindness and mercy from people. And we've got instinct, which cats are very, very, very instinctual. They're very, they're very instinctual. So to get in touch with that energy of instinct, follow your natural instincts. You are making your current issues more complicated than it needs to be. Trust in the universe, allow your intuition to guide you. You are always safe. So cats are always trusting their intuition. They have to, especially the ones that are surviving, and become a clear channel. So basically, connect with your instincts and become a clear channel will be something that will help you connect to that sense of inner power again. So that's all we have for pile one from the Cat Collective. Now let's move on to pile two. So pile two, we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. We've got the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the World, the Five of Wands. Let's see if this is in the frame. The Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the King of, oh wow, the King of Swords again. That's quite, be decisive and innocence. We'll see how those work into the reading when we get to them. So interesting. We've got the King of Swords upright. So that tells me, the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords, which are almost the same energy. The King of Swords is older, and so they're saying that you very much embody the spirit of the mind. Like, you very much perfected that aspect of yourself. And that is a good thing. That is a good thing, to be in the aspect of the mind, in a sense, because you're able to create great clarity, and clarity is something that helps you move through life very decisively. We've got the be decisive. So they're commending you for for that, the decisiveness. But they're also saying that you have a very strong sense of burden and inner conflict. Yeah, very much a sense of burden, inner conflict, which doesn't always make you feel like you are on top of the world, if you will. Like there's just a sense of very much of heaviness inside of you. And for some people, this could be childhood trauma. It could be something that you've carried around for a long time, which is makes you very strong, very decisive, very, very good at being decisive, very good at being strong. But there's a part of you that needs to connect with a sense of wonder, almost like being able to almost access that inner spiritual wonder, they say, like that's what they that comes up to mind. And when you find that sense of wonder, you'll be able to have this sense of sovereignty. Like they say, it's good to, we've got the Seven of Cups reversed, and it's almost like you need to access a sense of imagining the possibilities, like getting yourself out of a rut, imagining the possibilities, and almost connecting with your innocent child again. That's what I get. Sort of your innocent child. So let's see what it says for the card of innocence. It says, innocence, purity, joy. You are being encouraged to just be you. Be a shining light in the world. So we've got the world card here. Shining light in the world. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and pure intentions. So the King of Swords upright has pure intentions, and you very much have a pure intentions, but it's like you almost need to connect to that child within and release the inner conflict and burden and get to a sense of being able to get back to that childhood wonder again, that sense of almost, it's like releasing a sense of deadness and old growth, and then you'll feel like you truly have come into your own garden, your own space. And that's what they want to see you. They want to see you in your own space, and feeling whole with that, feeling like you're at one with the world, um, and just having your sense of sovereignty, but while you're connected to your inner child that can sort of have that spark of wonder in the world, because there's a part of that you feel that life has taken that sense of wonder and spark of imagination away from you, which you definitely have it, but it was just almost taken away from you. And the Cat Collective, they want to give that back to you. Like, and I'm just reminded of like how cats, they're very smart. They're very decisive. The cats are very smart. They're very decisive, but they also know how to play. They know how to live in the moment. Like they know how to. These cards up here. They're very much in the moment while being extremely smart and very decisive about what they're going to do. Like one thing a cat is very decisive, but they know how to get lost in the moment. Like if you play with them, they're totally able to switch into that gear where they're able to just be that spark of lightness and fun, if you will. So that's all we have for pile number 2. Now let us see what we have for the Cat Collective for pile number 3. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands, the Page of Cups, the 10 or the Nine of Wands in reversed. Oh, interesting. You've got two nine of wands, but one is in reverse. Interesting. I've got 2 decks so that they can show. I've mixed them together so they can show up. And it's interesting how that shows up. So I'll make sure that's on the frame right here. Let's see what this is. interesting. So we've got two, oh, interesting. We've got 3 cup personas, or three cup. My cat is messing with the camera right here. But so my sense is that you're kind of, the words that come to mind is you're kind of in flux right now, and I hear the words almost there, because the 9 of Wands is kind of, it's in a space, it's almost at the 10 of Wands, and oftentimes he's, as you can see, we've got him here reversed here too, so this card showed up twice for you. He's very um, he's very defensive because he's been through a lot. If you look at him, he's got war wounds on him. He feels defensive, but he's almost there, and that's the key that they want to bring to you. Is you may be feeling very discouraged right now, but they say almost there, almost there, almost there. And let's see, and it may be, let's see, we've got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Cups. So we've got the 3 cups here. So the Ace of Cups would indicate it's very much to do with emotion. There may be a pouring forth of emotion right now that you're not entirely comfortable with. It almost makes you feel childlike. We've got the Page of Cups here, and you may not necessarily like the feelings that you're having right now. They make you feel almost out of balance, if you will. And but what they're saying is the emotions you're feeling right now are completely healthy. That's what I heard. Is that they don't feel ashamed of your emotions. They aren't getting in your way. They aren't something to run away from. There's something to fully embrace. Like I heard, fully embrace your emotions. And yeah, we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So that would show that you don't really want to move forward into your emotions. They can be kind of a disturbing thing, right? Like they can be kind of a disturbing thing right now. And there's something with the Knight of Pentacles. You want something in your life, your your financial accomplishment, if you will, life. You want it to work. But what they're saying is you don't know how much your emotions are somehow connected to this career or accomplishment aspect of you. Like you think that they're separate, but your emotional aspect, they spill into this area of your life more than you think. So what they want, like the Cat Collective, is for you to is to make peace with your emotions. And they think that when you make peace with your emotions, when you're, instead of running away from them, because there's a sense of you almost wanted to run away from them, something in your work or your accomplishment, your sense of accomplishments, your home life, your physical, what you physically ground into this reality will 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 turn upside down. Like the Knight of Pentacles will turn upside down, because when he's upright, he's very connected to the earth, connected to his accomplishments, and he feels just a sense of like he can ground what he's the master of grounding what he wants into the material physical reality, the career reality. He's king of that kind of domain. So they're like, once you deal with it, and it could be different for everybody. Like, I hear for some it's a breakup. For some it's just a just an emotional issue that just keeps on pouring into areas that you don't want them to be. But they say you are perfectly able to release your emotions. And then I just heard from the Cat Collective something about anger, and how they process anger. Like I heard, they're not afraid to be angry, but they're not at all, cats are not afraid of their emotions, but they move through them quickly. Like they move through they're very aware. Like cats are extremely aware of, I heard, of psychology, of the nuances. They very much are very in tune to human emotions and how they operate. They have almost more than dogs. They've got more of a fine-tuned analysis, I heard, of human emotion, but they're not afraid to be angry. But they're like, it's interesting the way that people deal with anger. They can get so stuck in it, and they can get stuck in other emotions too. Whereas they'll get, like, when a cat's angry, they'll tell you. They'll definitely tell you. So maybe it's something like that, like, don't be afraid to tell someone. In some cases, when you have those feelings, don't be afraid to run away from those feelings in yourself. Feel those anger, but move beyond it too. And this will spill out in the aspects of your life that are connected to accomplishment will balance out, and you will. Okay, let's see. We've got always, interesting. Always leave some space within when you eat. An empty space within is a magnet for the life force, for inspiration, introspection, and keeping your attention awake. Today is your day to eat moderately. Enjoy the alertness that ingestion small amounts brings about. So maybe you're somebody who, when they can't deal with their emotions, they have unhealthy eating patterns. And so I'm hearing, like, enjoy your food like a cat does, but don't don't get so bogged in it. Don't eat your pain away. Like, just enjoy food. Don't be afraid to enjoy food, but don't eat your pain away. Like, face your emotional issues instead. And yeah, face your emotions. And we've also got work with devotion. So my sense is that you are working with devotion. You already are doing that. But you need to resolve this issue. This may be an issue with anger, and releasing anger, very flowing through it quickly, like just releasing it out of your system like a cat will, without getting bogged down in those so-called negative emotions. And this will affect, like, you'll be able to move freely forward into your accomplishment, what you truly want to accomplish in your life. And because my sense is accomplishment is important to you, and you will be able to do that. Your emotions released and healthily flowed through will create a momentum and a positivity in your career that you have not known before. All right, thank you. That is all for pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will like and subscribe if you found it helpful to you. Bye-bye.